Alright, so, this is pretty much coming up to the end of, episode 4.
Good luck with that, pal.
So you're in this little silo building, you just have to get to the top floor, and then ride an elevator down to let Barry out. So, the exciting part of the level is over.
Do you carry ammo over and weapons and equipment and all that?
Not always.
No, on this chapter
Don't
specifically.
remember specifically.
Okay. I've been asking that at the end of every chapter, because it's important to know, I think.
Yeah, I should have made a note of that, because, like, okay, so some levels are broken into 2 halves.
Yeah.
So sometimes you don't even carry ammo over to the next half of the level.
Oh.
And then sometimes you carry ammo over from level to level, so it was not consistent.
Okay.
It didn't matter.
Okay. They keep you supplied well
Yeah.
enough.
Like, if you start with no ammo, you're fine. I guess the only time it does matter is at the end of a level if you want to just go crazy.
Right.
And waste it.
Use all your flares
Yeah.
just to get through the lumberjacks that are coming after you.
Yeah, exactly.
How did you feel about basically killing the same thing over and over and over? Because my initial reaction is that I'm going to get tired of killing the same kind of people over and over, and like maybe 3 or 4 enemy variations. Whereas I think I would have liked fewer but tougher enemies and maybe like crazy bosses and like mutated animals. Or
Bosses
something like
would have
that.
been cool. But I think, there's like the super easy, there's like the 2-shot guy, the 4-shot guy, and the 8-shot guy. If you're using a pistol on nightmare difficulty.
It seems like at least they have a lot of different skins.
Yeah, so each level has a theme. Mm-hmm. Like when the cops are chasing you, all the zombies are dressed as cops.
Okay.
So with the harvester, just kind of go crazy on it. Feel free to waste like all your batteries and flares and whatever. Because these things, the like haunted machine equipment, or the haunted trucks, I guess, I think are probably the hardest enemies in the game.
Why? Just because they're so fast?
Yeah. Like, they just come straight at you, and it's like you're not that fast, and dodging doesn't work that well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's one of the few enemies that can light you up consistently if you're not careful around them. Because these guys, you can almost run away from them, and then that'll give enough time to regenerate your flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you have some ammo, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But that was the hardest part until the end of this level. And if I had to guess, I would say your ammo does not carry over to episode 5.
Good to know.
But I don't have to guess, right?
Nobody's
I
making you.
Someone wrote a message how they were complaining how I don't have it. There's no cutscenes posted of this, and how we used to post cutscenes.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about it, and I see where he's coming from, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But for a game like this, I think posting the cutscenes is not cool. Because this game is like all story.
Well, okay.
For a game that's like stupid and maybe has like 2-minute
I think we've
cutscenes.
explained why we don't post cutscenes a number of times.
Mm-hmm.
But even then, like, when we post videos to YouTube, their content ID system picks up cutscenes instantly.
Because they're all the same.
Because they're all identical. Now, gameplay, it's very different every single time.
Yeah.
So, like, frame by frame, it's impossible for YouTube to automatically detect that this is a video game. Whereas
especially with our voices.
Yeah, especially with the voices. But the cutscenes get pulled or claimed by someone else almost instantly, which leads to a lot of red flags on our account, and we cannot get flagged again and lose our account, because that would just... Our entire site would go down, basically.
Yeah, it would hurt us really badly.
Like, what the fuck would we do if it went down? Like, we have so many videos from our channel from YouTube.
Well, we would just go guide by guide, depending on most popular, and post those videos
with 5-min versions or something.
With whatever version we can get our hands on.
Well, anyway, so I've also thought about, like, you know, now that we host our own videos, we can get around that bullshit BS.
Can you hear that, Al?
But it costs a good amount of money, and I don't think people. Well, maybe people would sit through a commercial
to see a
cutscene. But then at that point, it's like we did nothing to make that video, and we're making money, and that's kind of unethical.
It's where it gets a gray area, personally.